We are live.
Yes, we are.
Yay. We had two people waiting and then you disappeared. Hi. So tell us who's here and where you're from. We're here on a Saturday night. It's a cold night, isn't it?
Very cold.
Yeah.
Windy. Going to go down to 14. And actually probably feel like, I don't know, probably something below zero.
Tom has been working all day.
Outside splitting wood with a splitter. So that was good. Got a lot done. But got cold at the end of the day.
Yeah, he was really cold.
Yep.
So he's going to split all day tomorrow too. And we're supposed to have a super cold day, right? 14 degrees.
Yep. So it'll start off at 14. So it'll be a miracle if the splitter starts.
Yeah. But you've been splitting everything by hand. So this is nice. You've got a lot of wood.
I probably split. I don't know. Maybe I got 3 cords there.
Yeah.
3 or 4. Yeah.
So we've got 12 people here so far.
Hello,
Who's
everybody.
here, guys? Hi, everybody. So here we are, sitting in the tavern. I just ate a couple almonds, and I feel like I'm having allergic reactions, so we're hoping that's nothing. Wendy, hi, in Nova Scotia.
All right.
Jan is here. She's from local.
Okay.
Jill, hi. Good to see you. It's so good to see you guys. So what's everyone doing tonight besides trying to stay warm if you're around here? Hey, nice haircut. He's not even showing his haircut, is he?
No, I put this on because I've been working all day.
John Dog, Julie's here. Hi in Illinois. Katie, Mary in New York. Danette, hello. How you doing? It's always fun to see you guys on here. I love doing lives. I don't know why we don't do it more often. I don't know. Hi, Donna in Ohio. Tom looks at me like, we don't even have an hour to sit down usually.
Yeah.
Yolanda, hey, you in California. Thank you. Oh, Jan, you went to Burnett's and Primitive Goods today.
All
Did you
right.
get anything good? Hi, Hilda in North Carolina. Jill, my husband and I are working across world puzzles.
Wow.
Wow. Are they world puzzles or word puzzles? Crossword puzzles, probably. It's probably crossword puzzles. Yes. Jan, you did get good stuff. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Yeah, it's hard not to get good stuff if you go shopping there. Crossword puzzles, that's interesting, Jill. My mom does a lot of them, and she swears it keeps her sharp. So, hey, Donna, good to see you. Word, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought, Jill. Yeah. Guy, I'm so glad you guys are all spending your Saturday night with us. Chris, there's not really anything to do right now, but it's good to be able to spend it together. That's very fun. So what's new out there in viewer land? I could tell you what's new over here in Ann Clay land.
What's new in Ann Clay land?
Okay. So, Julie and I started that podcast.
Yep.
And we did Brenda from Downley, California. Amy, hello. Amy, Brenda. Not too much, Donna. Yeah. Well, we started this podcast, Julie and I, and you saw the first episode on that one video. And the funny thing is that was a total mistake because Julie and I were supposed to do that as a video and it just got messed up. The lighting was bad. My camera was over my head, to tell you the truth. It was just, I looked at the video and I said, well, we can't do that. But I thought that the content was so good. Julie was sharing so much good wealth of content. So I thought, well, I have to put it out there. And I said, this sounds like a podcast to me. And she said, let's do it. So we're doing it. So thank you. You're glad to see us looking better. We are doing this podcast. So we did our second episode yesterday and recorded it. And it's going to come out. My drop time is Monday morning at 4:00. You can find it on iTunes. And that's pretty exciting because I think it's going to be a really good podcast.
Yep.
And Julie and I have a lot of fun talking about it because we're so different, because Julie We just got different backgrounds. We've got different personalities. So I think it's a really good partnership on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are doing a good job.
Yep. So I'm really excited about it. The video worked out. Listen to you and Julian. It was quite peaceful listening to it. Good, Yolanda. I'm glad. Yeah, I I tried to fill it in and do all this kind of stuff to it. And then I thought, no, this is really a podcast and I'll just treat it like one. And sometimes mistakes turn into good things.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. It's a good way to look at it. And it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the news on the podcast. So we will have that podcast up every Monday at 4 a.m. So after that, you can always listen to it. Go. Oh, hi, Margie. Good to see you too. We look happy. Well, that's good. Yeah, so the podcast is great. I'm very excited about that. And the other thing, I put it in the community notes, but Alice has agreed to do a Zoom with us, which is really exciting because it will be good, right?
It'll be fun. Oh yeah, Alice is awesome.
Alice is awesome. And it's going to be so cool because it's going to be like a live, but on here, I have to read your comments in order to talk. And on a Zoom, I'm going to be able to see your faces, which is really exciting.
If they put their camera on.
Oh, that's true. If you could not put your camera on if you don't want your face to be seen.
Yes.
That's true.
It's not a requirement.
No, but you can raise your hand and you can actually ask your question, like talking. So Alice has agreed to we're going to talk about what got her into primitive decor and antiquing and some of her favorite pieces. And she's just going to share a lot of tips. So we're going to be starting a Go Ask Alice series with her. So she's like one of our little co-stars there because she knows so much and she's so fantastic. So she's agreed to do this. The Zoom is on Valentine's Day. So it's free. You just have to go to buymeacoffee.com/AnnClayHome to sign up for it. And you'll see it'll be up there in the top and you sign up and you will get the link to the Zoom and you will be able to come. And I'm really looking forward to that. It is going to be exciting, Donna. Yeah, it is better than a movie. I think it's just going to be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I'd love to see how many of you come. It's kind of changing over from YouTube to Zoom, but it's fun to get these things. You're not very savvy. You'll see if you can get it on. Okay, let me tell you just how to do Zoom. Yeah. This is very important. Zoom is super easy. You just need to, if you're on a computer, you don't even need to download an app or anything, do you?
Well, actually, the first time you go into Zoom, you will need to download, but they will give you a button on the screen that you click on, and that downloads it and enables you to enter the meeting. And actually, I think if the way you set it up, it's just a meeting, and so you just click on the link.
Yeah,
that'll open up the Zoom window.
Yeah,
and it might automatically download whatever software it needs.
Yep. Yeah, it's really easy. You'll have the link and you just push on the link and everything should open.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it will prompt you and tell you when it needs to open. So not too hard. Zooming is.
Well, sometimes the technical challenge can be if you want to use your camera or your audio, because that has to do with settings.
That's true.
So that Zoom is using so that Zoom recognizes your camera and uses your camera, depending on what you have. If you just have a built-in camera, it'll just automatically default to that. And if you have built-in audio, it'll automatically default to that. But if you have different utilities, like here in this instance, we have a camera that's outside of the computer. So we would have to tell it that we're using that camera, and we have a microphone. We'd have to tell it that we're using that microphone.
Yeah, I feel like it's complicated. Mostly it's just going to say, do you want to use the audio from your computer
Yes.
or your phone? And you say yes. And then when you get on, if I can't see you or you can't see that you're on there, you might have to look down in the little box on the bottom and you'll see a little video camera. And if there's a line through it, that means your video is not on, and you
Yes.
just push that and the video will come on. And yes, you can do it on your phone. We do family Zooms. I do family Zooms every Monday night with my brother and brother-in-law and my mother. And I just do it on my phone. That's all. I just have to push those couple buttons to make sure I'm on. I follow my brother's link and then make sure my audio is on and my camera's on, and I'm good to go. So yes, on the phone. And Erica in Australia, so good to see you. Welcome. I'm glad you caught up with the live. That's wonderful. Hi, Lori from Indiana. Jill, you don't have a computer. Well, whatever. I don't know what you're watching us on now. Probably, an iPad, a phone, anything will work for Zoom.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
It's really pretty easy. And once you find out how to do this, it's going to open up a whole new world for you, because now you can, meet with people, and it's fun. It's like having a party with everybody,
Right.
only you're all on computer and no one has to worry about getting breathed on. Yep. So it's pretty fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that would be really fun to do, different than a live. Good. Try it out, Jill. That's good. Yeah. It works on the phone. It's not better than a live. It's just different than a live. A live though, yeah, I think it's just going to be more fun, because I wouldn't be able to be with Alice on a live unless we were together.
Right.
But since we're being careful right now, because everything is so wild out there, it's easier to do it this way. So you have an iPhone. Perfect, Jill. That will work wonders. Yes, Jill works. That totally works. You can do it on your iPhone. Hi, Kim in Ohio. Yeah, cold Ohio. Yeah, we're here in cold Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How cold is it in Ohio?
I bet it's cold in Southern Illinois too. Yeah. So anyway, that is what we're doing with Alice, and that is Valentine's Day at 4:00, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want, you can go in early, sign up, and buy me a coffee and check the link. There won't be anything on the link, but maybe your phone will prompt you to do some installing. So if you want to be ready ahead. And if it starts at 4, we're going to start right in, but you'll be able to come in at any time during that call. You'll just miss some of the things. So don't fret if you're like taking 5 minutes to get it all together. All right. 20 tonight in Ohio. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Hi, Susan in Queensland, Australia. Isn't it cool we have Australian people?
And Marianne, it's warm in winter.
Winter. Winter Park, Florida. That's an anomaly. Like, that's a weird name for Florida, right? Thank you. Love it, our decor. Jill Wirtz, it's 18 there this morning. Wow. Bev in New Zealand. Hi. Well, this is so fun. We have people way across the ocean.
Yes.
The wonders of Connecticut. Neat. Lisa
Wonders
Drake
of Connecticut.
Hi, Ann and shirtless Tom. Wonders of the world, of the internet.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I said Connecticut.
Yes,
I meant the
you did.
Internet. Yeah, shirtless Tom has his shirt on tonight. Yeah, he was very cold outside chopping wood. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, so that's the other thing we have going. Buy me a coffee. 21 degrees in just north of Boston. Yeah, that makes sense, Lisa. Hi. 19 degrees in Ohio. 14, feels like 14 for Donna.
Yeah, it's going to be 14 here.
Yeah.
And with the wind, it's probably pushing down to 0 as far as with the wind chill.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So. Yeah. So those are some things we have coming up for you guys, which I think are really fun. The other thing that I have done is when I went and signed up for Buy Me a Coffee, I also made an event available if anyone wants interior design from me. If you want advice from me, we'll do a Zoom. Again, you'd have to do a Zoom. That has a cost to it. So you can go there and check that out. But that's one of the things we're going to do. So I wanted to. I've had people come to me and ask me, do I ever do that? So I thought that it would be really nice to make that available to you guys. If anyone that wants that, you can just pick my brain. There's a half-hour slot and there's an hour slot, and you can go sign up and pick my brain for that. So I think that would be kind of fun. Yep. Yep. So those are the things we have going right now. And then 24 and snow in Midwest, Illinois. Yeah, that's cold. Wow. Well, Winter Park, Florida sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'd like to be somewhere warm.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've had an exciting week this week, haven't we?
Have we?
We have.
What kind of excitement did we have, dear? It was a quiet week for me. I don't know what you're talking about. Must have been exciting for you. Calm for me.
Oh my goodness. Jacqueline Albert said, hi from Indiana. Your smiles and laughter are contagious. Enjoy watching all your videos. Thank you, Jacqueline. And Danette, Julie and I are going to be great. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're going to be a good team on the podcast. Yeah. Well, I was a little worried about everyone because people were kind of worried about that one video I did. There were a few people that were a little worried about us, that we might be at odds or something.
Yeah.
Are we at odds, Tom?
Don't know. No, we're not. That's the right answer, right?
He's always joking around. Oh my goodness. You can't even get a straight answer out of him.
Nope.
Oh, but yes, it has been an exciting week. Our daughter, we have a daughter that has, she works in a pet store and she likes little animals. So, she started out with a hamster that she got last year. And then after she started working at the pet store, suddenly we had 2 guinea pigs up there and then 2 fish tanks. And then one of the fish was eating all the other little fish in the fish tank. And then she came home the other day with another hamster. And 2 days later, she found out it had something called wet tail and freaked out and brought it back to the store where they're treating it in a little hospital for the hamster. Yeah. And so it's getting little drops. So that's been a little bit traumatic for,
And she's a very, very, very cute hamster.
Yeah. Be
she's
careful.
Very cute.
Jill McGinnis says, be careful, Tom.
I know. She can't do anything to me anyway.
Well, it's a heat wave in Australia. That's interesting, Eric. Of course, over there, they're in summer while we're in winter. So, boy, that sounds kind of nice. Maybe we can move to Australia in the winter. 2 thumbs up for the 2 from Ohio. Hi, Dora. Good to see you. Did I paint that mural in my video? No, actually, Lisa, the woman who lived here before me painted the mural. She painted 2 murals. There was one in the living room too, but I ended up painting over it. I used to paint murals, did a lot of children's rooms. I had a whole mural business. So we would think I might have painted it, but no.
Yeah. Well, and in our houses.
Yeah, I used to paint murals in our houses.
So one house that we lived in, we had murals in both of the girls' rooms, and they had their themes. One was a ballet theme, and the other was a sea theme. Yeah. And it was really good.
They were so cute, the girls' rooms.
Yep.
So our daughter with the ballet theme, that's when it was Laura Ashley. Do you remember the Laura Ashley era? And I got this really great Laura Ashley fabric. It was very expensive, and I made curtains with it. And it had a pale yellow background, and then it had pink and light blue and some other color. And I took all those colors and I painted each wall of the room in those different colors. And I painted the ceiling just like the curtains.
And I
did a mural on the ceiling. And
you had a ballerina bar.
And then I took the closet doors off and I put mirrors on the side in there. And I put a ballerina bar in the back of the closet and painted ballerinas on there. And then I had a ballet border around the end. It was so cute. Yeah, it was just really, really cute. And then our other daughter, this was kind of funny. We had hers like an ocean. So I painted it kind of like pylons in the sea. and there was the ocean on the bottom half, and the top half was sky. And then I got this little critter book where they're all by the beach. And I painted, no, I don't think it was Little Critter. It was something else. Forgot the name of the artist. And I painted this little sea of creatures by the beach in her closet and put like a circus tent around it. And I sewed these kind of like, what are they, shutters, or what would they be, like a valance that went over like it was outside. And then all her furniture was this end up furniture, and it looked like a dock
going out into the ocean.
Yeah. And then I had over her bed, I had a fishnet, and I had all the Beanie Babies, because that was Beanie Baby era. I had all the Beanie Babies that were like from the ocean, and it was so cool. And then she loved stuffed animals, so it was all stuffed animals.
And what'd she dream about in there?
She dreamt about drowning and being attacked by sharks. And she could barely speak. And she said, oh, and I had glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceilings. And then at night, we'd turn off the lights and we'd lay with her and sing with her and pray with her and look up at the stars and tell her that she was safe. But and at that point, we didn't know she had autism. So she had a little more anxiety than most kids might. But she said, why did you paint my room like a sea when I'm, scared of drowning? So it was really funny. Yeah. She's even laughing. My bedroom is Laura Ashley Bramble, blue and green. Oh, that's funny, Lisa. Yeah, that's funny. A mural on the ceiling was really neck breaking. But when I was young back then, I was only 30, 35. So they loved their rooms. They were so adorable. Thank you, Donna. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Oh, Joe's there too. Hi, Joe. Yeah, it was, hey, Mitri, checking in. Didn't get notified you were going live. Oh, I'm so glad you caught us. That's great. Is that daughter? Yes, that is the daughter that has the animals now. So she was afraid of getting eaten by a shark, but now she has animals. I know, she was the poor thing, Lisa. Here's the other funny thing. When she went to college, her college mascot was a shark. So the whole time growing up, she's terrified of sharks. We go to the ocean and she would swear she saw a shark here and there and everywhere. And, I actually was like that when I was growing up, because that's when Jaws came out and I watched it and I was terrified. But here she didn't see Jaws and she was so afraid of the shark. And when she went off to college, that was the college mascot. Right there was this big shark. And I thought that was so funny. I even did her senior portrait because I'm a photographer. I photoshopped in back of one of her senior portraits, Jaws. We've had a lot of fun with the sharks. I know. Hi, Isa. Good to see you. Yeah, so that's the kind of fun we have over here. Yep. We give her a hard time. No, there was no escape for her, Lisa. But now, she's getting its payback, because now our whole upstairs has little animals in there. Yeah, they're all very cute, and she loves to take care of them.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're having a good time with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really didn't want all those animals in here, but because she's taking care of them, and they're hers.
Well, and the one time she brought an animal home, Ruth Ann hadn't really been involved in the process, and so there was a little commotion, and the dogs were not adjusted to it, so there was a little commotion. So in this most recent scenario, she warned us probably for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. She said, I'm just telling you, sometime I'm going to. And then she started buying the supplies. And then when she actually did buy it, she called from the store before she got home to say, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, well, they are real live animals. And the thing is that she brought 2 guinea pigs, which are really pretty good size, home the week I had my brain surgery.
And I didn't know what guinea pigs were.
He thought she was bringing home little things. But
tiny.
They were big and they needed a big cage. And that means the dogs
flipped out.
Flipped out because the dogs sleep with her. And then they flipped out because of the guinea pigs, which which kept people in the house up all night.
It was a fun night.
It was a couple nights of a circus because the dogs were upset, and then the one dog jumped off the bed, and we thought she broke her foot. She sprained her foot. So it was quite.
It was fun.
It was very fun. Okay. Lori says 15 last night in Indiana.
Wow.
Susan, my daughter was on the jet ski the other day and there was a shark bigger than the jet ski, 11 foot.
Wow.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh,
Cammy just heard that.
Cammy's like freaking out from the other room. She's so scared, even hearing about it. Wow. Marianne,
that would be scary.
It's 61 in Winter Park. High tomorrow, 75. That's perfect.
Wow.
Sharks in the ocean there right now. Yeah, isn't it interesting how sharks have been, like around a lot, like Cape Cod the last few years?
At Cape Cod, it's because the seals are coming back.
The seals are coming back. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a good thing. The ecosystem is reviving.
Okay. And Sandy is here from Jonesboro, the oldest town in Tennessee.
Okay.
Wow. Welcome, Sandy. Oh, that's interesting. The oldest town in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah. Okay. Jill wants to know if I've done any more decorating lately. Yeah. And Danette has her own little zoo. 13 in Northern Maine. Of course it is. Yeah.
Well, and that 13 in Northern Maine is probably not bad. It's probably even a little warm.
No. Yeah. So have I been decorating, honey? Well, I decorated the bedroom, the top of the dresser that I showed you guys in the video yesterday.
Yeah,
I did that.
We had put up the hooks, and
we put up the hooks,
but we haven't really done anything other than that.
We haven't been doing a lot of decorating, which means I don't get a lot of decorating Excel, videos out because I'm not shopping, and I'm not, I'm not shopping for safety reasons, but I'm also not shopping because. Tom needs a job. So I don't want to say that out loud too much, but and I really like how things are. And plus I'm still kind of recuperating from all the surgeries. So I've been pacing it. Like the other day we did go in and put away our Christmas decorations. And boy, that was a lot of work. I was like winded and dizzy and
we had already taken everything out of the house and put it in one room, but then we had to pack it up and put it away.
Yeah.
Couple-hour job.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sharks underneath dolphins. No, that's not good. I like the dolphins. Big snow tomorrow in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I wonder if that'll come this way. A lot of times it does.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Donna. Yeah. I am taking my time because my body tells me if I overdo it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean, thank you, Jill. Yesterday I overdid it on the computer. I've been on the computer a lot this week. I've been taking a course on making a vision board. So I've been making a vision board, and then I've been taking a course on building businesses. So those two things have taken a lot of time, and then working on 2 podcasts because I have another podcast on autism, but it's a very small one. So yeah. Thank you. I love all this old stuff here. And I can be moving it around, but I've gotta pace myself.
Yeah.
How long have we been married?
Oh, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Very long.
We told the story on our last live video about how we met, but I don't know. How long has it been?
It's 21 now. So it's going to be 32 years.
32 years.
32 years in May.
We have been married 32 years. Yeah. Oh, Julie says it's a real heat wave, Tom. The cook stove keeps us nice and warm inside, though. By the way, Joe wants to see you do more cooking on the hearth. We absolutely want to.
Yeah, yeah. We even we were thinking about doing that, and we're going to do that this week, but lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. Maybe
big part just being me doing job hunt and other things.
Yeah, and some family things. Yeah. So it's cold in Ohio. Hurts your face, Lori says. Holly says, will your home be shown in Country Sampler? Actually, we are going to be in Primitive Place.
Yes.
Next fall, we're going to be in Primitive Place magazine.
Yeah.
We were contacted by Country Sampler, but they like to be the first one to show your house. And then it all came around my brain tumor and everything. So long story short, Primitive Place got in. And so we're going with Primitive Place. And I'm really excited to be in that magazine. Thank you, Erica. The buttery video was very fun to do. I really liked doing that. Yeah. Vision boards. I love vision boards. I'm having such a good time with my vision board, and I'm doing it all on Photoshop, which means I can drag things from the internet and pictures, and I'm having a great time with it. Oh, thank you. Yes, 32 years. I haven't done one thing for 32 years, Lisa says. Oh, Julie's going to send some menu suggestions. Oh, thank you.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
Mitri. 32 years of bliss, right? Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Oh, sure.
Every moment has been amazing. There's never been a crossword set. Never.
I'll tell you something, though. I have to say, marriage gets better after 30 years because you learn how to swing with each other. You learn what buttons not to push.
Decide what's worth it and what's not.
Yeah, when you're young,
and most of it is not.
It's not. But when you're young, you're going to just like die for everything, you know? You squeeze the toothpaste in the middle. I mean, they always talk about that, right? The toothpaste and the toilet paper, but you're going to just die on that mountain, man, you know? And everything is like, my family did this and that's the right way. And then you get older and the right way starts being the way we do it, you know? So it's much easier after 30 years.
I'm not so sure that's the right way either.
Doggy Mama says she's been married 50 years. Congratulations.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I like Primitive Place magazine too. Fall 2021. That's when we're in. You've never lived in a house with a fireplace, wouldn't know how to light one. Well, that's why I have Tom. Yeah, I think the fall issue is the best too. Thank you, Michu. We crack her up. It does get better and better. To become one. Yeah, kind of. We're still very much two, though.
Well, there's been at least twice in 32 years where we were on the same page and we didn't even have to exchange words. And I understood what you were saying twice in 32 years. Yeah,
you know, I never understood why he didn't intuitively understand what I meant. You know, he's like, what do you mean by that? And, you know, that kind of stuff drove me nuts. But it's really funny because I've been doing this vision board thing this week and I'm watching that couple work and I'm like, oh my goodness, they're just like us. You know, they're like, he's like trying to clarify it and she's working really intuitively. And yeah, it takes a while to really feel those things out. And yeah, Jill, when you're young, you do always want to be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marriage is a funny thing. But you know, it's really nice when you get older and you just kind of settle in and, you know, I mean, it's very comfortable older. When you're younger, you're like, did I do the right thing? Maybe there's someone else out there I might like more.
Thought that.
You know, maybe I should have married that old boyfriend or, you know, or wow, I didn't know this about him. But, you know, after a while, there's no surprises and it gets a lot easier.
You mean I don't ever surprise you anymore?
No, you don't surprise me anymore. Oh, Holly wants to know how we met. I have a Betty White cynical sense of humor. Thanks, Yolanda. That's a compliment. I love Betty White. Well, okay, I'll short bridge version the way we met because I told it last time, but it's a great story, so I don't mind telling it again. Okay. All right. So very short. I already made it long.
Yeah, you did because you went.
I hesitated. Well, because I'm thinking, okay, my dad and his dad were best friends in college. They were roommates in college and seminary. Okay, so we're going way, way, way back here. And I used to hear about my dad being roommates with these two twins. And the twins were terrible dressers. This is what I'd hear. And my dad was a terrible dresser. He was colorblind and he had this yellow coat that he thought looked really good. My dad didn't have much money. He came from, his dad was a pastor in the farmland.
Twins didn't have any money either.
the twins had no money either. So all these poor people, they were all in college and seminary. They had no money and they all hung out together. And I'd hear all these stories about this. And then I'd hear about the one twin that dated my aunt, but my aunt chose my uncle instead. And then that man died. And then I'd hear a little bit about this other guy that was my dad's friend. Well, when Tom came, and then I heard about when that guy died. I remember the night he died, my dad sat down and he was really quiet and sad. So I'd hear about this man. But then when we were all in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Tom's brother, Tim, I was working as a director of admissions at a college, and Tom's brother, Tim, was a student at the college. And so one day I was in church and I was in front doing something and I saw Tom and it is this big church. So I saw Tom out there in the audience and I just was like, yeah, I zeroed right into him. I thought, oh, he's cute, but he was sitting next to Tim and I'm like, I know Tim. And he was sitting next to Matt and I'm like, I know Tim and I know Matt. Where are you going, honey?
Oh, I got a cramp.
Tom's been doing what all day. So anyway, I saw him across the crowded room. And then the very next day, he ended up in my office in the college with Tim. You okay, babes?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay.
You just keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking.
He ended up in the office with Tim. And I was like, wow, here's that guy again. And then 2 days later, I saw him in the laundromat doing his laundry the same day I did. So that's when we figured out that he was the son of the guy who was my dad's friend. And I thought that was just a great story. So I'm a romantic always. I love chick flicks. I'm a romantic at heart. So we started dating. And we dated. We got married 6 months after our first date. So that was how that worked. It was a very quick love story. And that made the first years of marriage a little harder because we had to get to know each other because we didn't get to know each other when we were dating enough. So that was all that fun. That's where we met. And let's see. I love it when you guys have conversations with each other. That's just great. I think that's fun. 13-year-old granddaughter caught a 3-foot barracuda in Key Largo. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that is so cool. It really was love at first sight. Thank you. I love the story. I've got to say, it's kind of crazy. Now he's walking around. You caught your hubby watching Lifetime? You divert his man card. Oh, that's great. I love it. Yeah, I've made Tom watch all the chick flicks. We used to watch Lifetime every Sunday night. Do you remember when they used to have crying women movies on Sunday night? That's what we called them because there's always some awful thing and you'd cry. And so, that's how we met. And it was love at first sight, although his friend was dating someone too, his roommate. And so we were kind of in this little race of who was going to get engaged first and who was going to get married first. And I remember his friend got engaged first. And then Tom said, well, do you want to go to the wedding with me? And I remember thinking, I'm going to be married to you then. Of course I'm going to go to the wedding with you. So, I kind of knew right away. It was crazy. I look like Lady Gaga. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You know what? I wish I sang like Lady Gaga. Man, she can sing. Yeah. So anyway, that's how I met Tom. And the rest is history. We're here and he's limping around the house. So he finally rented one of those log splitters. And all day he's been picking up these huge logs, like big uncut things and putting them on there and splitting them. So he's super tired. Yeah. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. Don't forget the thumbs up on my video. Thank you. Wow, if 104 of you push the thumbs up, it would just go like that, wouldn't it? Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, it was beautiful. She did a really good job. J-Lo too. She made me cry. She's got a sweet voice. So that was my sweet love story. And are you not done having a cramp yet? I've got some B vitamins you might want to take. Poor guy. We forget how old we're getting. Do you know Tom is going to be 60 in a couple months. Can you believe it? Thank you, Sheila. What?
You're not very far afterwards. Don't give him free
I'm not that far afterwards. I know. Oh, thanks, thanks, Julie. Hi, Ruth. You caught your hubby watching one of your soaps. He said he wasn't watching. Oh, that's funny. Hi, Jan. Yeah, we're glad to be live. Oh, you want me to sing again, Sheila? Well, see, now I can't sing but I don't sing like Lady Gaga, you know? I mean, I sing okay, but I used to sing and play the piano all the time. Sing to us, Jill says. I don't want to sing to you alone. I don't know what I'd sing to you. It's not, we sang on Christmas. I ruined it by singing on Christmas, didn't I? Sometime I would like to do, I'm sorry, now my dogs are singing. Is that good enough? Yeah. So anyway, that's our love story. Cammie, do you want to sing a song? Cammie has a really nice voice.
Oh, I don't want to just suddenly start singing.
She doesn't want to break out in song. Well, besides, we make her wear a mask when she's near us because she works out in public. Please sing. You'll all sing along. Thank you, Sheila. Oh, thank you, Susan. He doesn't have foot cramps. He has a cramp in the back of his leg up by his buttocks there. What would I sing? I need an idea. I don't know what to sing. You guys think about it. If someone gives me a good song, I'll sing it. I'll sing a verse. Yeah, I grew up playing the piano and singing, so prepare a singing video if you don't want to do it now. I could maybe sing on a video sometime. That's a good idea.
You can sing training. That's a fun song.
Julie says you should eat a banana, Tom. Oh, I don't think we have a banana, Julie. Thank you. Love the singing at Christmas. Silent Night, but that's like Christmas. Yes, it does sound like sciatica. Advil. Sounds like sciatica, but I think it's a cramp from today. You all better now? Amazing Grace. See, I could sing Amazing Grace. Cammie, come sing Amazing Grace with me.
I'm moving.
Cammie's going to sing Amazing Grace.
See how good I am?
This is what happens when we do lives. We end up doing Tom, they can't see your face.
They can't?
No. We do.
They won't be able to hear anything.
That's okay. Oh, they'll be able to hear you. You have a very loud voice.
Yeah.
Come here.
I
Okay.
look terrible today.
One verse. That's all we're doing.
Okay.
No, not Tom. Tom doesn't sing. Tom doesn't sing well.
You can lip sync.
Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. All right, that's it.
Okay.
We lost 4 people when we started singing.
Whoa.
No, they just dropped when I
Thank you,
started.
Donna.
If I had
Holly
stayed
says,
quiet.
hi, Cammie. A song from a musical. Oh, man, Oh, the Sound of Music. There's so many good musicals. I could sing all day. You could sing from Oklahoma. I'm just a girl who can't say no. Kissing's a beautiful thing. Anyway, yeah. You're welcome, Jill. Where did I get my old-fashioned dresses? I got them at Target. It's so my sister-in-law put them on her Facebook account like a joke. Like there was this meme going around that, Target thinks that because of this, the pandemic and the depression that we should all wear prairie dresses. And I saw them and I thought, oh, I love those things. So I went out and bought 4 prairie dresses at Target. Thank you, Cammie's gorgeous. She said you're gorgeous. They loved seeing you, honey. Thank you, Donna. I know, poor Tom. Yes, Target. And you can't try things on right now. So I just went and I just bought a whole bunch of big dresses. They're really baggy and I love them. They're comfortable and I think they look really great in my videos. So there's a couple like these have the buttons in the front, which I really like because then you can breathe. The other ones, they go tight in the front and they have a button in the back and I never button that button, I'm even in a few videos with my tags hanging out because I forgot to take the tag out when I first bought it. But yeah, they're fun. I heard someone else got some at Old Navy. So thank you. You love that a family could sing together. Actually, my other daughter has a really nice voice too. And I always liked singing with my two girls.
See, I think that I could sing pretty good. I was part of a choir that toured America. I was. It's true.
Tom actually has music in his family, but it but he has many other talents that redeem it. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, we used to sing harmony together. Musicals in the car, that would be fun, Susan. Yeah, we love musicals. These are cotton. I love, mini pearl dress. Yeah, kind of a mini pearl dress. These are cotton and I love them. They're just comfy, really nice. You don't get cold.
See, look at that.
What?
Jill said, I can sing. She gave me permission.
Yes, sing, Tom. We lost 4 people when we were singing. How many will we lose?
Well, look
you
at that.
Singing?
2 came back.
Yeah, mini pearl dress. Thanks, Erica. Do they have Target in Australia? Is a Target a worldwide thing or is it just America? Yeah, the tags were still
Tom
on.
needs to do a solo. Wow.
I always fell in love with guys who could sing and play the guitar and were musical. And, like those were the guys I was attracted to, and then I met Tom and I fell in love with him. And then I stood next to him in church and I was like, oh.
But hey, fun story.
What's that?
So you weren't there, so you didn't have to experience this. But I went home to visit my family and there's a song that I like to sing for fun that they absolutely hate. And I sang it over and over and over and over again until my brother begged me to just shut up. It was fun.
Yeah. Hi, Judy in Alabama. Welcome to our Sing Shallow with Tom.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
In the shallow.
Yeah. We'd have to practice.
We're back in the show. Oh, that's funny. Oh, does Tom forget the words? Yes, we do have a Target in Australia. Okay, good. Oh, everybody wants you to sing. That's so funny. No, it's just...
I make up my own words.
He makes up his words. And this is the really funny way he sings. Like we'd be in church and we'd sing this new song that I didn't know. And he'd be singing it because he'd be like half a second behind everybody else. So they'd sing it and he'd be like right behind it.
No, that shows that I have all that musical talent. I can just anticipate.
Well, it was anticipating because it was after.
No, I feel it.
You were feeling something.
I was intuitive.
Not sure what you were feeling.
It's intuition. I just know how the song's going to go.
Hi, Laura in Illinois. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Lisa. She said she hasn't laughed or smiled as much in months. Oh, Guy. I'm sorry.
Tom and Ann can't comedy hour.
No, this is really bad. There'd be times like we'd be standing there and I'm like this.
Hey, Kristen
at least he's in church singing.
And Kristen said she loved it when she was a little girl. Her dad standing there singing full volume.
Yeah. See, but Tom, what you don't know about us is that Tom was once a pastor. So if he sang, he was far away from me. I was usually on the piano.
And I always turned the mic off.
And he turned the mic off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember once when I was a little girl And I went to a friend's house on a Sunday afternoon, and she had kittens in a box, and I was petting those kittens. And at that point, I didn't know I was allergic to kittens. And then she took me to her church that night, and I rubbed my eyes, and I had this huge allergy attack. And I ended up going out of church and sitting in there. I don't know, it was like their little fellowship hall, or it was like a little office or something. And they piped the music in, they piped everything in, and the pastor never turned off his mic when he sang. And oh boy, he couldn't sing. I'll never forget that. That's like a memory of an 8-year-old memory. Yeah, really weird. Yeah, let's see, Vitri. I shouldn't laugh about mini pearl dress because my husband tells me my dresses look like Amish. My dresses are solid color, big and ruby. I just laugh and I don't care. I'm still wearing them. You just wear them.
Yeah.
This is what I got really excited when I saw the prairie dresses, because they haven't had things out like this in a while. Like years ago, I think it was about 25, there were dresses that were that style. I remember, I think it was Limited store sold them, and they were so fun. And so now they're out again, and I love them. Yeah, it's great. You just wear them. Thank you, Sheila. She says we're fun. The nuns wouldn't let my brother sing out loud at church. He could only mouth the words. Talking about. Oh, that's so funny.
That's good.
They would have done that to Top too. Hey,
But
Megan.
instead, they let
What?
me go on the choir tour.
Okay, Megan has a serious question
Does
for
she?
us.
Okay.
Let's get
All right.
serious.
I'll
Okay.
do my best.
She's from Massachusetts. What's your opinion on registering your home as a historic home with the town? We are considering it, but worried about restrictions with renovations.
Okay. So that's a good question. And honestly, in our situation, I went to a meeting in Connecticut because there are funds that are available that can help you maintain the property. And there were people that were at that meeting, and they were concerned about that very thing.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, in Connecticut, at least funds through the state, just because it's registered and you're getting funds from them, they don't tell you what you have to do or what you need to keep in such and such a way. There's not really any restrictions, at least in Connecticut. I don't know what it's like in Massachusetts. But I think that I would like to do it. What?
Susan's just saying she got suspended for singing church songs on the train on the way home from school with the boys' school. The nuns were the next carriage. That's funny. Sure wasn't 100 bottles of beer on the wall. Yeah.
But I do know, like in certain towns, like we're more out in the country,
Mm-hmm.
And in our area there is a historic section of town, and then in that part of town they said all the houses have to be white. We don't have any of those restrictions.
Right. And, I've heard from a lot of people saying that they were afraid of the restrictions that would be put on them if they were deemed historic. But I think you really have to look into it, because it might not be as bad as everyone says.
Right.
Because we found out it wasn't. And then you get tax credit if you fix it up. Now, we haven't done the work to get our house deemed historic because we just haven't done the work.
Right.
I mean,
right. But it
Yeah.
can be a huge benefit for you,
Mhm.
because, with an old house like this, there's always work that needs to be done. So there's lots of money that you spend, and, they let you apply that towards your taxes. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lori says they have many historical homes in town, a few haunted. We don't have a haunted house.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. We were really scared when we moved in. It was haunted, but we just didn't have lights on, and we didn't think it was haunted for any haunted reason. It was just that you buy an old house and you worry about that,
Well, and it was kind of funny the first night that we were here, and it was just Cammie and I, and we heard music, like a little melody, and we were like, "What is that?" And we figured out that it was a chime that was on the porch, and the wind was blowing, and it wasn't anything. But yeah, that was when we moved in. It was like when you first in a new home,
Yeah.
particularly an old new home.
And I've told this story before too, but the former owners had crosses on the wall in every room.
Yeah, yeah,
and she left them.
yeah.
And I was like, this is interesting. You know, there's crosses everywhere. And it was when I was redoing the house and I was taking down the crosses because I was painting them. And I thought, oh, what if these crosses are keeping this, you know, a little bit. But no, we're good. We're good. It's all good. Danette wants to know how we're feeling about the simple way of life. Are we liking it?
Well, what I like is that in the evening, what we've done after we've done our work, basically, not that we completely stop, but light the lanterns, and it's just kind of a wind down time before we go to bed. It's kind of a nice way of marking kind of that transition from your work day to, you know, we're kind of in that in between time where we're wrapping things up and we're getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah. You know, really all we've put into practice right now is that lantern, eating together at the table instead of in front of the TV, which means sometimes we'll do the dishes a little more because we won't look at each other and go, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, we've done the dishes a lot.
So that's helped with the simple life because our kitchen isn't as bad off sometimes. And these dresses have helped because I wake up and I think, I don't have to wonder what to wear. I have 4 dresses on the wall and I pick one. And that's been really easy and fun. Like else I'd always be like, what am I going to wear? What's going to match what? You know, so that's actually made things easy, but we still have a lot more to learn. Yeah, then we will. Let's see. Covered bridges, Lori has. Thank you for the insights, Megan says. You guys are a couple goals. Do you live near Christopher Gershon? No, I've never heard of that studio. Is it art? Lori used to babysit in an old home that had a servant's bell. So we have servant's bells here in this house.
Yeah.
Mitri says, I love how you decorate your home and your she shed. I really enjoy the tours too. Thank you, Mitri. Yeah, you know, and as it gets warmer, I'll do some more tours. I've got a few rooms. Honestly, if I don't give you a tour, it's because 1, the room is either too cold and dark because right now, you know, it's cold and dark a lot, or 2, I have such a big mess in there that I don't feel like cleaning, and so I don't give a tour. That's the truth. But yeah, as spring comes in, I'll decorate for spring and we'll do some more. Hey, Margie, I got home from eating supper. Sorry, I missed most of the chat. Well, that's okay. You'll be able to go back and watch it. Yep. So, Danette, Tom, you will find something that feels right. Yep. That's nice. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Looking for jobs is stressful.
Well, it's stressful. This time it's actually, you know what? This time it's actually been the best experience that I've had in looking for jobs. I've gotten a lot of interviews. And there have been, you know, so it's going actually quite well. And then it seems like every time, if there's an instance where I get a no, then something else opens, and then we follow that and we go through that interview process. So one of these is going to hit one of these days. Yeah,
we're trying to keep our hopes up and not freak out. You know, when we were younger, we used to freak out a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julie wants to know if there's any grants we can apply for to help us fix our home.
Well, I'm thinking potentially if you actually do have it designated as a historic property, then there might be some grants, but not through the state of Connecticut, at least that I know of.
Yeah. Beverly's telling me about, she's in Charleston, and there's Ghost Walk downtown. I love those ghost walks. They're fun because they're so full of history. I read a ghost book from New Orleans. It was just so much history, and you know how the town was built on a cemetery. It's kind of like creepy and interesting at the same time. Okay, Glastonbury, self-taught artist. I'll have to look him up. That sounds interesting. Francis, hi. Hi, Ann and Mike. It's Tom. Yay. So glad you're on live. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I'm glad that the show has been a lifesaver during all this time. It's and she says, good luck on your job search.
Thank you.
It's I mean, it's a good time to be online, right? I mean, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Hi, Elva. I'm doing well, thank you. I really am. I think I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, you're doing really well.
I'm doing really well.
Yeah. I mean, it's taken some time, but you're doing good.
I am. I still can overdo it. Like, it's amazing how long it takes to really heal from surgery. And maybe now I'm overdoing it because like I haven't really moved around a lot in 3 months. So, that could do something too. So yeah, I am doing well. Oh, Lori is attempting Swedish death cleaning. Now I get it. It's killing me. So do you know what Swedish death cleaning is,
No,
Tom?
I have no idea.
No, it's actually a really good way of cleaning your house because you look at everything and you say, do I want my children to have to deal with this? And so you're going through and you're saying, what is just necessary and making it easier for your family, which I think is a really great thing because else, what if something happened to us, God forbid, and our kids had to go through this whole house? That would be really tough. So yeah, but that would be hard. It's hard to do, like take every single thing you see and evaluate it. Like even
part of the thing is though, like when we're not old.
No, we're not old.
So for my mom, I helped her clean out a bunch of stuff in her house that had been sitting in the basement and had been in the basement forever. And so I went and visited her and I cleaned that out. So when I think of Swedish death cleaning at this point in my life, I don't think I'm ready to do that.
No.
Now, if I was like in my 70s, or pushing into my definitely if I was pushing into my 80s, I'd be like, yeah, I got to get rid of as much as I can get rid of because otherwise somebody else got to deal with all this stuff.
The problem is you don't know when you're going to go. You could go young.
I know. It could be tomorrow.
No.
And then they got to deal with all this.
Don't say it. Yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah,
but I know. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. The guy's contributing writer for Primitive Place. Oh, I'll have to look. Oh, so Julie says, we're working on this simple life together. You'll get there. Your mom will be so surprised. My mom will be surprised.
Yes, she will.
I don't know if my mom's watching right now.
She'll never be simple.
Well, I mean, we can bring more balance into my life, but I'm not. So even as I was doing the podcast with Julie, right, I was editing it today and it's just all sound waves. And you see Julie's sound waves. And then I start talking in my sound waves like this. And then Julie's is here and it's all calm and melodious. And then I'm like, there's just some... I'm just a bigger, bolder person, nality. I'm jumpy. But at the same time, I could use some calm. It's good for me. I think it's good for me. What?
In all the years I've been with you,
I've been like this.
Yeah. I think you'll be this way.
Yeah, but I noticed after surgery, it's tiring to be like you use a lot of energy when you're like this, with your, and not my moods. My moods aren't like that. I mean, my excitement level is always lots of energy. So yeah.
But she likes it.
Okay. So Sheila says that you're having a good positive attitude, and he really is. He's done very well.
Yeah.
And Jill is praying for you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Elvis says, I look great. Thank you, Elva. And Erica says you have the right mindset. Donna says so true. Lori took me a whole summer to clean out 40 years of my parents' house. Found my dad's spare teeth under the sink. Oh boy. That must have been. Jill, I've done that cleaning a couple of times, but I just get more stuff. Yeah. That's what Cammie does. She cleans out her stuff and then she's like, oh, I don't have enough sweaters, so I got to go get more. Lori, I probably will too. But you want to move. Yeah, that's the best time to do that deep cleaning, right? When you want to move.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, and every house is different. Hi, Antonia. Good to have you here. This is fun. Oh, we have 111 people on here right now. This is just like really cool, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I know. No one has anything to do on a Saturday night. Here we all sit. It's fun. And it's all different. It's different times everywhere too, though.
Well,
I
that's true.
imagine.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's late at night for some
I mean,
people.
What time is it in Australia?
A lot later than here, I think. Tom, Julie wants to know if you are a skeptic. We're the popular kids. Thanks,
Well,
Lori.
Julie, why would you ask that? That's,
Tom's a skeptic and a cynic.
Hey. No. I'm a realist.
And that's how he explains that he's a realist. I'm the optimist. He's the realist.
Yeah. And then when you put the two together, you're about in the right place.
Oh, it's already tomorrow in Australia. See, I kind of figured that. It was
it's
the middle
already
of the
tomorrow.
night.
Wow.
Yeah. No, Tom does. But you know what? This is what 32 years of marriage brings you, right? Because maybe my optimism bordered on a little naivete when I was younger. Just maybe. I'm going to give that to him. And then his pessimism and skepticism maybe has come over to a more positive place, that when I say something positive, he doesn't have to right away tell me that it's not real. Right? Or he might have just decided it's not worth talking to me about it.
No. She has made me more of an optimist.
11:02 a.m. on Sunday morning in Australia. Oh, so it's already morning there. It's tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. God's little joke on us opposites attract. Isn't that the truth? What Susan says, she's been doing the opposite of Swedish death cleaning, buying art from an auction site during the lockdown time, 11 paintings for 130. Wow. Oh, that's a good deal.
That is.
Wow. Well, that's, go for it.
Yeah.
I love art to change your house around, and that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jill. Oh, midday in Australia where you are, Erica. Wow. That's amazing. So is tomorrow a good day? It'd be kind of fun if we could just since you're already in tomorrow and we're in today, does that mean you're born a day earlier than us too? How does that work?
She likes time travel.
I like time travel.
She likes time travel movies too. So, hey, that's where that comes from.
I love time travel movies. And in some way, I kind of want to believe in them. There is this real part of me, and obviously that's why I live in an old house, but there's this real part of me that would like to time travel back in time. I don't want to go to the future because I'm a little afraid of that. I don't know what the future is going to be like, but it would be really fun to travel back
to particular times, historic times.
Yeah. Oh, what about me being simple? As far as Anne being simple. Oh, are you skeptical about me being simple? Oh, now we answered that whole question and divulged
Julie,
all these dark secrets.
Exactly. You should have been more precise, please.
Oh my goodness. That's what I was thinking. What time is over there? It's 1:04 a.m. here in Northern Ireland. It's only 8:06 here, Isa. 8:06. So it's pretty early. Time travel. Have you watched Outlander? I have all of Outlander.
Oh, yeah. I've watched Outlander too.
He's watched Outlander with me.
Outlander was pretty good.
It is good.
Yeah, it's better than some of the time travel movies that you watch.
Yeah, I actually have all the DVDs from Outlander. I loved the first season, and then I just kept getting them, and so now I'm collecting those DVDs. More clutter. Yeah, I didn't watch the last season from the DVDs, so I don't watch it on TV because we don't have TV. But I got it so that I could watch it after my brain surgery. And then I realized that Outlander was kind of...
It's too intense.
It was
exhausting.
And so I didn't finish it. I still have it there because it's been too intense for me. We've still been watching very light.
We watched about 200 Hallmark Christmas movies.
Some of them over and over and over
Oh
again.
yeah.
Then they're really not intense if you keep repeating
Yeah.
them.
I'd say, didn't I
Yeah.
see this before?
Yeah. But I love Outlander. Karen, hey Karen, good to see you. She says y'all are a hoot and precious. So fun watching y'all. I prayed for Tom's new job journey as well.
Thank you.
Love time travel books. Thank you for those prayers. I think that might be why you're doing better this time.
Probably.
It probably is, because usually by this time he'd be like,
freaking out.
He'd be freaking out.
The other day I was on the verge.
Yeah. No problem, Francis. Yeah, there are times.
Yeah.
Well, when all of a sudden, like we got 2 no's in one day, that doesn't go well. When he has 3 job interviews and then he gets 2 no's in one day, and I'm having this feeling none of them are going to come about. He's going to find out next Tuesday about the third one.
About the third one, yeah.
He doesn't have a good feeling.
I go back and forth, but I tend to. Here's the pessimist. But I don't think it's being pessimistic.
We'll see. And we're just a little bit jumpy because way back when we were young, how old were we? We didn't have kids yet. We were like 30. We were like 30.
Yeah, probably.
And maybe 29. And he was an interim pastor in a church, and he was up for a call there. And then he was up for a call in Virginia, and that church was only looking at him, nobody else. And so we're like, well, one of those will come through. And then on the same night, he got 2 phone calls saying that none of them came through, and we had to be out of our house in a month, and we had no place to live, and we had no money, and we had a big dog and a bunch of stuff. And we ended up house sitting in this tiny, and the people were in Florida, and we went into their tiny little house, and we had our boxes in the basement and our big dog in the kitchen. And we had the flu the first 2 weeks, and we were sick. And
I worked cleaning toilets, cleaning floors.
Yeah.
Doing a little cooking.
Yeah.
Doing some construction.
And I was very, very sick with chronic fatigue syndrome. And it just, so, we remember those things.
Yeah.
We get a little scared.
Yeah.
But this is an upbeat one, so we're not going to go there. Let's see. I have been watching. I've been getting more antiques and really enjoying life more. That's wonderful, Jill. Great. Outlander, Doctor Who. Oh, I've never watched Doctor Who. Lisa loves Outlander. Susan, my granddaughter's other grandparents live in Canada, and they always think her birthday is 25th May, but she was born on the 26th. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, that's funny. Like they time traveled the wrong day. Oh, but that's because you're in a different country. That's hysterical. Tom gets an award. Yeah, for all the Hallmark Christmas movies. I know. Everyone loves Hallmark here. So much fun.
Everybody loves Hallmark.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And she crafts. Lisa crafts while she watches Hallmark. And you can do that because you can do anything when you're watching Hallmark movie because you know what's going to go on.
That's why I was okay with Hallmark. I could just go.
Okay, so Megan wants to know one thing that Tom wants to do to the house that Anne won't allow.
I don't think there's anything because honestly, I really don't have an agenda. Now, it's more likely that Anne would want to do things in the house that Tom says,
That's more likely. Yeah. Yeah, that's more likely. Elva is watching a Winter Princess movie right now on Hallmark. Oh, it's Saturday night. That's right. There's always a new movie on Saturday night. I have to go, and I will do that later. I'm going to have to watch that. Julie, if you and Tom had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, superpower.
It's a good question.
Wow. What I would like to be able to do would be to basically instantaneously wipe away all the negativity and division and strife
in the world. World peace.
You sound world peace and justice. That's all I want. You sound
like a contestant in a beauty contest. What do you want? World peace.
Yeah. Well, look at me. I am a contestant in a beauty contest.
You do want world. Well, we would like world peace.
But that's what I would want would be to have that ability to just, in a conflicted situation or whatever, bring people together. And that is a superpower to be able to accomplish that.
Yeah. I'll get back to that. Lisa says, Tom, keep the faith on the job hunt. I searched from June through October and finally started a new job on November 2. Congratulations. She said, well,
Yes,
worth the wait.
excellent.
So that sounds like you had a good success story. So that's
Good.
great. Cindy Glass, to go back in time, you need to apply to one of those PBS reality shows, Frontier House, etc. You two would be great on a series like that. Honestly, Cindy, and welcome. Honestly, I feel like we're doing that. I don't want to wear the corset. I don't want the corset. But I feel like I'm doing that with my prairie dresses. We're kind of in one of those shows. Do they pay you to do that? Those old shows? I like those shows. I think that would be fun. Do you remember that Frontier House where people had to go from their modern lifestyle into the old lifestyle?
Yeah,
Remember those shows?
That's right.
They were fun. I love those shows.
Oh, yeah. I watched a little bit of that.
I remember thinking, what are you guys all complaining about? It's not that big a deal.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they complain about not having a cell phone and
they didn't have their curling iron
and an iPad.
Yeah. I don't think iPads existed when they had that show, but Sheila wants to know if we have any new projects planned.
At this point, I think we're a little bit there's all kinds of things that would be on the list.
Yeah.
But with the whole COVID scenario and everything, we're just kind of waiting and seeing how things are going to play out and when things are going to start to warm up. And from a business perspective.
From a business perspective, we're stalled, we're shut down. So we don't want to put any money into anything. Plus we're unemployed. So we don't have any money to put any money we have, we might need to pay our mortgage with. So we don't have to move. So right now we're kind of stalled. Yeah. But if we weren't stalled, I would want to turn the middle room, which is Tom's shed for storage, into 2 guest rooms.
Oh, for storage?
Yeah, your shed in the barn.
It's not for storage.
Oh, it's your works.
What's in there? All the equipment that I use to keep this place running.
Yeah, that
is in there.
Yep. But I want to turn it into guest rooms because then I can decorate them some more and more bedrooms. And then
we'll just put all that stuff outside.
Yeah. And I'd like to make like an outdoor bathroom and another shower out there so that our guests could like be all out there and glamp. I think that would be really fun.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And then we do have to do like some electric stuff in the basement and we need some.
Well, and the thing that I think about, so like with the whole facility out in the barn and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Her vision. I think the vision is great.
Yeah.
The problem being is I'd have to build a new building to put all that other stuff in, which we could figure out if all the resources are there and everything aligns. The other thing though that I always think about is about heat in there. And so the other day I was thinking about that if you have an outdoor furnace that burns wood. Now, downside is you got to have a lot of wood. But there are an outdoor furnace could heat that. And I was thinking particularly about having the heat in the floors.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then it would be warm and the heat would be coming up slowly. And
yeah, that's true. So those are things we think about. Susan says vision board means positive. Tom, yes, he hasn't done a vision board yet. I've been doing the vision board, but I'm telling him he should do a vision board. And I showed him mine and he thought it was good. So
hers is good.
Good things will come to you. We all send positive vibes. Thank you, Susan. Leave the seat up. Do you mean the toilet seat? Is that the seat up? Yeah, he doesn't do that. Thank goodness. Shirtless Tom, World Peace Ambassador.
That would be me.
Invisible, feed everyone. Heaven will be peace, but hopefully not for a while. Yeah, amen to that. World peace. Yeah, Erica says. Lisa says to Cindy Glass. Okay. Oh, Priscilla is here. Hi, Priscilla and Bill. How are you? I remember Frontier House. There was one in London in Victorian times. I remember that too. I loved those shows. I thought they were so much fun. Jill wants to replace carpet to hardwood. Always a good idea. Yeah. That's like something you never, ever regret. We always did that. Every house we ever moved into, we took the carpet out immediately.
First thing.
And sometimes it took us years to replace it. In fact, sometimes we lived on the subfloor and then never afforded the hardwood. So we ended up putting carpet in again when we moved.
Right.
So yeah, we've painted
4
subfloors
years on the plywood.
on the plywood. We live at it. So we could do the frontier house,
but you
right?
could do anything you wanted because it was plywood.
Yeah.
You could have your painting studio, and it didn't matter if you spilled.
No, that's true.
You painted in that living room.
I did paint. That's right. I did.
That's where you did all your paintings.
That's right. I used to be an eBay painter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I painted in that living room.
Yeah.
That's right. Huh. All right. Let's see. Maybe you should run a B&B. That was the plan, Lori. The B&B is the plan. But we have to have a fire thing in here that
there are certain code requirements.
There's codes
for the town, and it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. We can do Airbnb. We have some rooms we can Airbnb, and we do. We kind of shut it down right now. We do have some people coming next month for a night because we have a nice massage person that will do massages too. So you would come and stay. Thanks, Jill. Let's see. Karen, just about to say B&B. Ours are so busy in Georgia right now, all booked up. Yeah, see, the thing is, what we like to do is open things up so people can be in the tavern and people are in the living room, and our bedrooms are really small.
Right.
So you kind of, like, this place really works well as kind of a place where people will gather in these common rooms and sleep in their bedrooms, not like stay in their bedrooms.
Yeah.
And right now during this, we don't really want all that, you know, because we won't even let my mother in the house, well, we'd let her in, but she doesn't want to come in. Radiant Heat is awesome. Julie, you and Tom and Joe and I could definitely do a frontier house together.
That would be good.
I hear a new channel coming on. Would that be fun?
That would be good.
We'll do like the four-week experiment or something. Wouldn't that be fun? But we could put it on our podcast. And
do you think Julie and Joe would do better than us? I think so.
Well,
what would you do without your computer?
I can't do it without my computer.
Yeah, see there?
She'd
be the one complaining.
Yeah, but if I don't have a computer, I can't do my videos and I can't do my, I can't upload it. So yeah. Okay. Would be allowed maybe to have the camera so we could shoot ourselves doing it?
Oh, we'd have a camera crew.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Cindy is talking to Lisa about Victorian homes. Let's see. And hey, Susan Watson, glad you made it too. Late is better than never. Did the squirrel ever return, Tom? No, because we brought those little babies over to a new home, and they were happy.
It was probably at least 2 miles away.
It was like 4.
We brought them to a great place.
Yeah.
Wooded and around a lake. They loved it.
Yeah. Slum House does sound interesting, Cindy. Susan says B&B, your gorgeous property and shop tours by Ann. I have thought of doing that. Opening it up to you wonderful viewers as a B&B, and then, recommending all those great shops. And as soon as this whole ickiness is behind us, then we can do a whole bunch more,
Right.
It's just that right now we're all in this lockdown stage.
Yeah, we just got to get through this.
We just got to get through this. And at least there's light at the end of the tunnel now. Let's see. Cindy says, Julie, those people in England were so poor. Horrible. And hi, Zeta. I was on my phone church line, but as soon as it ended, I clicked you guys on. What did I miss? Oh, Zeta, you missed a lot of stuff. You're going to have to go back and rewatch it because it's been, I don't even know what you missed at this point.
We've covered the territory.
We have covered the territory. Laura Lee, hi, Anna and Tom from Pennsylvania. We wanted to let you know that you truly inspire me. Thank you. You're also interesting. I just love so many of your thoughts and ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That means a lot. Sometimes you put these videos out there and you're like,
who would ever want
to watch us? We're just so normal.
Yeah.
We're just so real, Oh my goodness. Mitri, if you do shop tours, can you zoom in on the prices or tell us how much things cost? I can some places, Mitri. There are places that don't want me to show you the prices. And so I kind of, work with that with the different people. The places that will sell things that will ship it to you, yeah, then the prices would be really helpful because you might want to buy it. Yeah. So if you go to places like the antique stores, they won't. The last antique store I went to, I showed you guys prices. I thought the prices were kind of high there. Like I wouldn't pay that for those things. I find like a lot better deals at Primitive Goods or Bernat Antiques. I'm always about the deals because I can't afford anything that's not the deals.
Right. Well, and in those antique malls, like the last one that we went to, a lot of those things are, the things that are in pristine condition. You're paying for pristine condition. So.
Yeah. Well, but you're just paying for what people think it's worth.
Right. But
Lori wants to know if we have an outhouse. My uncle had a fancy 2-seater with a French door.
We do not.
We don't have an outhouse. We talked about building one last summer.
Yep.
We even had plans for one, but I don't want to smell. I never wanted to use outhouses when we were camping. We have a couple toilets that are like lovable loos that you've got the bucket and then we put a liner in there and then they have a cover on it with a toilet seat and then you can go in them and you just want to clean them out every day. We have a couple of those in the outdoor areas and we have a composting toilet in our camp room. And I'd like to have those in all the rooms. They're cleaner. They're not, they're just easier to deal with. And then people don't have to see their stuff. But they're expensive. So yeah. Hey, Terry. She says, hi, Ann and Tom. Francis, how is cousin Mel? Loved her home also. And that red salt box was amazing. The lady that has the store. Yes, Francis' cousin Mel is doing fine, although she's a total extrovert and, this has her down a little bit, like all of us. She'd love to be out more. And about every week I get a text from her saying, I miss you. I wish we could hang out. And I do too. And Lainey is doing fine too. That's the one with the red salt box. And her store is Country Bumpkins. And
and she ships, right?
And she ships, yes. Yeah. So she ships when I go there. She ships and really cute store. Yeah. So Yolanda feels like we're all sitting around chatting. Julie, I hope the squirrels aren't just wintering in the park, only to return this summer. They'll bring more family members. Just be quiet, Julie.
They have a long walk.
Yeah, the antique store was amazing. Hi, Maria. She's joining late. She had company. Hope all is well. Thank you. All is well. Hey, we're glad to have you here. Yes. We don't care if you come late. And the great thing about doing it live is you can always go back and watch what you missed. I think right now, since we have like so many of you on here, and I was talking about this at the very beginning of the episode, but I just want to remind you guys that with Julie, we're doing that podcast and on the Simple Life, and it is so good. I was listening to our last episode. Julie gives so much wisdom. There's just so much wisdom and years of practice. So I'm finding this podcast to be really good, very educational. It's fun to do. That's dropping on Mondays at 4 a.m. So every Monday you go to iTunes, you'll be able to hear that podcast, Embracing the Simple Life. The other thing is that we are doing a Zoom call. It's a free Zoom call on Valentine's Day at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to buymeacoffee.com/AnnClayHome. I have the directions in the community box on YouTube. If you guys don't know, we do have a community feed. So that should be like on my channel page, and you can see community, and it should come through on your page if you're subscribed to me. But we're having Alice, and we're going to do a interview with Alice at that time on Zoom. So it'll be like we're all hanging out together, and we'll be able to see all our faces, which I'm really excited about, because right now you guys are just, little bubbles with words, and it would be really fun to do that. So that's buymeacoffee.com/AnnClay home, and sign up for that. And you'll get a link, and you'll go to Zoom. And at that time, we'll all talk, and that'll be really fun. So, Cindy wants to know if our home is heated with wood only. Mostly.
Yeah.
We can. I mean, right now.
We have a furnace.
Yeah.
And right now it's cold outside. And
Very
so
cold.
I'm a little worried about potential of frozen pipes.
Yeah.
So I turned the furnace on.
Yeah.
But we heat with wood.
Yeah. We heat with wood because it's cheaper. Excuse me. It's very expensive. It's very expensive. Yolanda loves Cousin Mal. Lori, my cat. Oops, that jumped. My cat likes to bring live critters at the door. That's just now our cat leaves little mice for us once in a while, but mostly she just leaves them alive. She does get little baby snakes that I think have crawled through the foundation. And so I'm very happy she gets them, because I don't want that to go any further. Let's see. What do you plan to watch, Maria? Is it the plan to come to the Zoom? That would be great. Megan, you love our barn quilt? Thank you. Yes, that was just really fun to paint. And I want to paint some more of them on the channel one of these days. Yep, Julie's a wealth of information. Will you all be doing a live chat every month? You know what, Mitri? I think that we could commit to a live chat every month.
Says the extrovert.
Tom's like, how long will we be on this live chat? I'm like, he goes, could we just do an hour? And I'm like, no, because people start coming in later. And no, I said no. Yes, I said.
See, I just let her talk.
Yeah, well, if I don't talk, you don't talk. Oh, let's see. Oh, that is so nice. Lisa's saying, hey, 107 here, but only 61 thumbs up. Everybody, if you want to give me a thumbs up, that's really nice. Thank you. I can show that one. That was held for review, but I don't mind showing that. That was very nice. Thank you, Lisa. Did this squirrel thing happen to your son, Julie? Oh, that's bad. Yeah, those squirrels. Hello in, what's MN? Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Hello to Minnesota. Bears here. I love that. I love your handle.
It's got to be cold there.
Yeah. Susan says we can't have a cat door because the snakes will be able to get in. Yes, exactly.
And there was a cat door, and we closed it up.
And yeah, she lives with a bush over her back fence. Now, Susan, well, aren't you in Australia, Susan? So that's like terrifying, because those snakes would be like.
Well, those would be different snakes.
We
not
only
just
have
our
milk
little
snakes,
innocent snakes
or garter snakes. Yeah. Jean, hi. I'm 70, definitely not ready for death cleaning, but I am trying to downsize my stuff. There you go, Jean. Yeah. Well, and I think just because you clean for death doesn't mean you'll have it. That is a little scary. Maria, you plan to watch what you missed here. Okay. Plus I will absolutely try to join the Zoom. Good. Yes. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm so glad you love the chat, Sheila. Sheila's watched I don't think you've missed one of my videos, have you, Sheila? I think you've watched every single one of them. She was going through. She was going through, and she's like, I watched this now. And I'd see her comment and everything. She watched every single one. I loved that. You were like the first person who watched every single one that I know of. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Susan, no way to have to strike a match and move. Yeah, no kidding. Big snakes over 3 feet, and the snake catcher has to come and get them.
Ooh, we wouldn't like that. Nobody in this house would like that. I wouldn't like that either. I don't like snakes, really.
No, I was working as a director of children's ministries in Florida, and I was walking down the path because it was Boca Raton, Florida, beautiful. And there was, like these paths from building to building at the church, because this is big, huge church. And I'm just walking around, and I tripped. And my first thought was it was like rubbery, like a tire. This is because I grew up in the inner city, and I'm here there, and I'm thinking tire. I flip around and I look, and it was a coral snake. And I ran into the other building, and I stood on the administrator's desk and did a dance screaming. Snakes. Yeah. Laura Lee.
We've had some fun around here with snakes too.
Oh yeah.
I've been outside and heard some serious screaming.
They're the worst. They're the worst. So even if there's like this big of a tiny little baby snake in the basement, I can't even look at it. I'm just
she's walking along and she on the path, and the snake goes.
Yeah. Once in a while, a little garter snake will run up in front of me.
Snake. Poor little snake is more scared than she is. It's like, ooh.
Laura Lee says, Tom, did you say you used to be a pastor? Yes, he did. If so, do you sometimes still fill in when needed at a church?
I don't. Nope.
I've
thought about it though.
He used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty boring though, so.
You weren't boring. He wasn't boring. He was boring.
I was.
He was.
Tell him about the.
Okay,
you don't need to tell him.
He was boring when we met, but he got better. He got a lot better. He got even interesting when it didn't matter if he was being good or not. Like, once he got over the fear of people liking him, then he got really good. Yeah. People used to accuse me of writing his sermons because his sermons were getting really good. They were really good. They're like, your wife is writing them. The poor guy. Like, that's just cruel. Let's see. Hey, Penny from Virginia. How you doing, Penny? Tom, you're doing great. That's what Julie says. Hello from New Jersey. Oh, it's very cold in Jersey too, Nancy. Oh, wow. Yes, when you first found me, Sheila, right. When Sheila first found us, she went back and watched all of them. Yes, I remember that. Yep. Francis, I watch all your videos on YouTube, so it probably doesn't show up. No, that's great. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, no, it's wonderful. I am happy when you guys watch anything, honestly. Yes. You watched everyone too and didn't comment on everyone. See, Mitri, you're all super fans. Well, I think if you guys are talking to us on a Saturday night, you're a super fan, you're wonderful. Lori, they're okay if you don't go near them. Yeah, I can't go near snakes. Oh, thank you, Dougie Mama. She watches all our videos too. See? You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Well, man, where are you both from originally? I am from Paterson, New Jersey.
And I'm from British Columbia, way north.
Mm-hmm. So opposite sides of the continent, really. He was way up there and I was over here.
Yeah.
Yep. Very different lives too.
Yep.
You were mostly Canadian and
very small towns.
And I was New York metro area.
I lived in a town that had at most 75 people.
And I lived with a lot of people.
Yeah. Our town had 2 churches, 1 gas station, grocery store, post office, and a little school and cows.
And I was inner city.
Yeah.
So very different. Very different. Yeah. I had great culture and food and all different people of all different cultures. And it was just, I love my upbringing.
I had culture.
I don't feel like you had as much culture.
Cows. Cows are culture.
You had cows and you had animals and I had people. I liked my people. Let's see. Love your dress. I have been watching. Didn't sign in until now. Oh, hey, Penny. Let's see. Snow is messing with my net. Oh, yeah, Minnesota. Maria, I just discovered your channel a few months back. It's always been so much fun binge watching. I can't always comment because I watch on my TV and you can't comment there, but I always give a thumbs up. Thank you. Well, what matters is that you're watching. And I really, we appreciate it. We really appreciate all you guys watching and spending your Saturday night with us. And man, it's such a good feeling. And when I went through all the surgeries and all that stuff, I felt like you guys were just holding me up. Someone referred to you guys as my cyber moms, even though some of you are younger than me, but it really helped. I mean, I had as many views on my brain tumor updates as, the decorating. So that meant a lot. I did end up deleting them on the channel just because I didn't want people to discover me and then go back and I don't know. Sometimes I just want to forget that I had that. Move on forward. But it was very good. Cold, 25 degrees. We're on the same page with the snakes in. Thank you, Julie. Yes, Susan, me too. Joyzy. Yep, Jersey girl here. Hi, Tom. Cindy says, a fellow Canadian.
Yep.
Neat. We live in Ontario, she says.
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Yep. Tom really, connects to that Canadian part of himself. Yeah.
He is.
Francis, I got my prairie dresses at Target. They're nice and big and baggy, and I love them. Yeah. Who grew up in Patterson? Nancy? Oh, you live in Little Falls? See, I lived right next to Little Falls.
I know Little Falls.
We know Little Falls. Oh, that's so cool. Yep, Patterson, New Jersey. North 7th Street. I don't live there anymore, so I could say that. Yeah, I lived in North 7th Street, Patterson, New Jersey. So that's so cool. Wow. Tom's Town sounds wonderful. Yeah.
It was a cool little town.
Actually, like where he was born was beautiful in the mountains.
Oh, absolutely.
But you didn't live there very long.
Mm-hmm.
You were like
4 or 5 years.
Oh, you were there that long?
My parents were there 4 or 5 years.
I thought you were there like you moved when you were 2.
Moved away when I was 2? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how old I was when I moved away. I'd have to do some thinking.
Yeah. Lisa says it's nice we met each other and settled on neutral grounds.
Neutral grounds. Are we in neutral?
I
mean, if we lived in Canada, right, dear? You always wanted to live in Canada.
No. See, I told Tom I wouldn't have a problem living in Canada, except that it's cold. It's cold. I like to live more.
I'm good with warm.
Yeah. Yeah. Christine, hi, Ann and Tom. Also love all your videos. Thank you. I enjoyed them. I love the live shows. I love you and Cousin Mel. Thank you, Christine. Let's see. Where are yours? Where was yours, Tom? Where was yours? What? Our other grandparents are from New Brunswick, Susan says. Where what? I don't know. Do you know where was yours, Tom?
I'm wondering if that has to do with the town. Where
was your town, Tom? Oh, yeah, your town.
Well, the town that I was talking about was in South Dakota.
Oh. Let's see. Done with winter. Chicken poo is frozen today, Lori says.
Yeah, but that means that your boots don't get dirty.
That's true. Your boots don't get as dirty.
I'd rather have that.
Oh, shoot. One day I went in and it had been raining and the chicken poo got all slimy and I took a dive. This is the time you should have a video on you because you guys would after you knew I was okay. Because I just whoosh, my feet went out from under me and I just laid back it was, ugh. Yeah. Let's see. Loved Outlander books, but haven't seen the videos yet. Oh, okay. Jean, I love the books because the books are more detailed and you can skim through things that are a little boring. But the videos, you have that really good looking Jamie guy.
He doesn't do anything for me.
It's a good movie. It's good. It's good. It's good. You love to know we're doing well. Thank you, Susan. Jill loves Cousin Mel. Susan says great-grandfather's brother discovered some places in Canada, Lake Truston and Mount Truston.
Lake Truston and Mount Truston. I don't know those places.
Huh. Susan lives across the New Brunswick border. So Tom was in, what was in Terrace, British Columbia?
Right.
Oh, Wanda's here. Hi, Wanda. We're doing well. Love your videos and Mel. So happy you're feeling better. Love from Kentucky. Good to see you, Wanda. Maria, I appreciate you sharing so much with us. It really helped a lot with the decorating my new apartment and getting shopping satisfaction with you and Mel during the long COVID months. Oh, you're welcome. I'll still be sharing decorating things. I just haven't been decorating the last little while. It costs money, but you can decorate without costing money, but you have to move things around. And I really like the way it looks right now. I'm liking my house a lot. Snow Angel, hi, I've lived all over the world, but I've settled in North Carolina. It's a great state.
Yeah.
Hey, we used to live in North Carolina too, the Raleigh-Durham area. And
It was nice.
we
I
liked it.
I liked
We
it
had
a
some good
lot.
friends, and yeah, we
Yeah.
liked it. Not related, but just spent a whole week with my brand new granddaughter, and she was precious. Oh, Penny, congratulations. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yes.
That would be wonderful. We're never going to be grandparents, I don't think. That's okay. We're okay with it. It's okay. We don't mind. We'll be okay.
You don't sound like you're really okay with it.
That was Cammy. Doesn't sound.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh man. Well, hey Narelle, good to see you back in Australia. Good. So many Australians.
Wow,
I
that's a
love
lot.
it. Maria's a Staten Island girl. Yeah, kissing cousins with Jersey. I've been to Staten Island.
Nice.
I don't think you ever went to Staten Island, Tom.
No.
I only went to Staten Island once with a guy I was dating. He had a friend in Staten Island, and we went to visit that friend. But yep, it's right over there, right across the water. So yeah, wow. Well, this has been like so much fun. We're having a good time. I think if you guys have any more questions, let's bring them on, because we're probably going to be wrapping up soon. We're almost getting close. We're here an hour and 45 minutes, which is really fun. We've had like 100 people pretty much the whole time. I think it's really neat to have a new baby in the family. Doesn't that warm your heart? Those babies.
Oh, babies are wonderful.
Babies are wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And little children. I mean,
yeah,
they see the world in such a great, innocent, optimistic way.
That is so nice.
Everything is marvelous and amazing.
Yeah. Doggy Mama says, everyone leave a thumbs up before you go. That's what Doggy Mama said. That would be great, you guys. If you would just push that thumbs up a minute. It really helps our ratings when you thumbs up and when you talk. It gets it out there for other people to see. And I love that. And then we get more viewers, and it's all just good. We started out with 100 viewers, like 125 for like over a year. And I'd be making these videos.
We were below that. We had to beg everybody to come and watch.
We had to beg everybody to watch. And then we'd have like 25 views for like over a year. And I just kept making videos, and it would be my mother and my sister and my brother and, and our very best friends. And so I love that you guys are watching. You are welcome, Susan. Oh, wow. Narelle, 9th grandchild due in March. Congratulations. Wow. What a blessing. That is so much fun. Thank you, Ruth. Ruth says, this is fun. Love you guys. It'd be so fun if Cousin Mel was in on your chats. It would. But, I'm trying to get her in on the Zoom call on Valentine's Day. She doesn't know how to Zoom either. I'm trying to maybe I'll do a practice Zoom with her, because she's very intimidated by Zoom, but I'm trying to get her on there. And if we can get her on the Zoom, at least then we can have some kind of connection. Because, right now I can't sit in the same room with her.
Because of the COVID.
Yeah. So it would be really nice to do that. Let's see. Sheila, wouldn't that be interesting? I want to see you make bread. Julie can coach you. I missed that comment, Sheila, but I have thought of that. I think Julie wants to coach me make bread. So I think we're going to have to do some more cooking videos. We know how I cook.
And I hover so it doesn't burn.
Oh, man. Mitri says, love seeing you all. Looking forward to seeing you more. Hope you all sleep well. So I hope you sleep well too. Yes. And big hugs to you, Mitri, and everyone here. Elvis says, good night, Ann and Tom. Nice to see you. Take care and have a blessed week. Thank you. You too, Alva. Good night, Boo. Good night, Mitri. Cindy, thanks to all. Nice, sweet night. God bless. T Ford, thumbs up for you. And usually watch on TV. You guys are such a cute couple. Love your videos. And cousin Mel, Trish. Thank you, Trish. That's really sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed this, Julie and Joe. I hope Joe's enjoying this over there. Francis, good night, you guys. New viewer, glad to watch you. Mano Hippie Soul. Hey, thank you for being a
Welcome.
new viewer. Nice to have you here. Very excited, Donna. Well, you are my favorite channel. So happy to see you feel better. God bless. Thank you, Donna. I am so happy to be better. I was like worrying about myself for a little while there. Do an instructional video on Zoom. That's a great idea, Jill. I could do that. I could do an instructional video on Zoom, and then I'll like pretend I'm Zooming Tom.
Right.
New viewer, love primitive. Cool. Had really fun tonight, Lisa, with you. Looking forward to your next live. Peace, love, and prayers. Thank you. You too. Laura Lee, have a good rest of the night. Thank you. Maria made the cinnamon sugar and nut roll from your video last night. It was yummy. Yay!
Yes.
That was Julie's recipe.
yeah,
I got that
Julie.
from Julie Mimi's pantry video. Glad you did that. That's so fun. Stay warm over there. Yeah, you too.
Thank
In
you.
Minnesota, Bear's here. And that went really quick. I know, right, Sheila? I think it goes quick. And then Tom's like, we were on there 2 hours, you know. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it was fun. But I'm the extrovert. He's the introvert.
Yeah.
Dougie Mama, good night. Had a blast. Good night, Dougie Mama. Hi. Sharon says, I have 9 grandkids, 1 great granddaughter, and 1
Oh.
English bulldog grand puppy named Tootsie. Now I have a baby coming, a lab doodle, get him in 7 weeks. I'm so excited.
Wow.
Oh, that's so exciting. A puppy.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
You've been pestering me.
I've been pestering him because I
Not
yeah.
that we are short on.
No, not that
animals.
we're short on animals, but I'm like, we're getting old and I want that one dog. Okay. Lunchtime here, Sunday, 34 degrees. Lots of fun tonight. Have a great night. Praying for you. And Tom, thank you so
Thank you.
much. We love you guys. You guys have been great. This has been such a good time. We will commit to doing that live at least once a month, won't we, Tom? We will do that. Now that I'm feeling good, that helps. Enjoyed your live chat. Living in South Carolina, but home will always be Northern Maine. Sylvia,
Oh.
great. Well, okay, guys, we are going to good night, Penny. We are going to say goodbye. And if you catch this later, we love you too, but it's
Yep.
been really fun to be with you guys. You guys are great. I feel you're all YouTube celebrities when you read my comments out loud and say hello. Jacqueline says, I get butterflies. Boy, believe me, Jacqueline, we are as real as you could be. But I know it feels like celebrity because you're watching us on your TV. That is like the cool thing about like we have our own TV station, Tom. We are now Chip and JoJo.
We are Chip
We've
and JoJo.
always wanted to be
Oh
Chip
yeah,
and
we're
JoJo.
Chip and JoJo.
Yes, yes. Maria, this is really great. I had fun watching. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Blessings.
Thank
Okay. Now we really are going to say goodnight. I'm going to let Tom actually rest because he needs to, because he's going to do more wood tomorrow. Target has these. I don't know, Danette. I got mine in an XL. I don't know if they had them in the women's sizes or not. You can check. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Check it out though. I mean, they run pretty big. So good luck. Okay. Okay, you guys. Love you all. Take care.
All right.
And we'll see you on another live. And bye-bye. It's still on. Oh.
It's still on.
I was hitting the live button.
Now, isn't that a good way for us to end? It's still on. We're
It's
still
so
here.
anticlimactic. Bye.